Yes, it's recording. Guys, I want to make one thing clear here. Every form of ignoring people because you don't like them or because you want to change their behavior, every form of ignoring is witchcraft. Look, if someone is a psychopath and he or she tries to kill you, and she's coming after you with arguments to get you into a fight, okay, then you can walk away. Okay, then it's legitimate to walk away. Should only walk away from people when they impose a real physical threat to you or a real spiritual threat. Then it is legitimate and it is your duty and responsibility to walk away from them. Okay? But every other form of ignoring people outside of that is witchcraft. Why? Because you're trying to control the behavior of others to get what you want. The focus is you, all about you. You want to play God in your life, and now someone else has to find a way to deal with your claims. Ignoring someone just because they don't fit your expectations is basically denying them the right to exist. It's the same thing murderers do. It's the same thing the Nazis did with the Jews and other people. Denying them the right to exist. Okay? Look, if someone is dangerous towards you, you should walk away. That's clear. Or if someone has chosen to be negative towards you, then you should walk away. Fine. Anything besides that is witchcraft, and you are the perpetrator. So, don't let anyone fool you with, excuses like if someone is rude or someone is using swear words or someone isn't polite, then you have a right to become upset and you have a right to avoid them, a right to have a negative sense against them. No, you don't. No human being is entitled to harm any other human being. Period. No human being has the right to inflict harm on any other human being. And I'm going to repeat it a third time because you need to get this. No human being. That includes me, and that includes you. No human being has the right to and is entitled to hurt anyone, neither emotionally, nor physically, nor spiritually, nor mentally. You don't. Yeah, shit, but they trespassed. They broke into my house. You don't have the right to do that. I need to defend myself. The only way to stay safe is to avoid dangerous circumstances. So if someone tries to attack you, you flee. You don't go into an attack, try to take them out before they take you out. You don't. You don't have any right to inflict any form of harm, and you don't have any entitlement at all to hurt any other human being. You don't. Governments come with excuses, and governments excuse their citizens when they act within the boundaries of the government's expectations. As long as you remain within the boundaries of the government's expectations, the government doesn't care whether you do evil or good. Because the governments don't care about the population at all. Okay? That's one thing. See, society also makes excuses for perpetrators. Now listen, it doesn't matter if the perpetrator is, a girl of 11 years old that's bullying someone else, or is an 8-year-old Nazi, neo-Nazi that's cursing people. It doesn't matter if it's a guy that's in jail for killing 100 people, or it's just, a co-worker who just looks ugly at you. It doesn't matter. Any form of hurting someone else is sin. Any form of hatred towards a human being is murder. Plain and simple. You are not excused when you inflict hurt on others. Now look, if someone decides to take offense at you, or if someone decides to become upset, then it's not you, then it's them, okay? But from your part, you don't have any right to inflict any hurt on anyone else. Look, this doesn't mean that, hear me well, this doesn't mean that when someone, tries to harm you, you just have to sit back and let it happen, okay? You should avoid danger. And you should make clear that you won't accept any form of abuse. That's clear. And if the other decides to become upset because you make the boundary no abuse, then they're the problem, not you. So I'm not saying you should become a wimp and just allow everything to happen. God doesn't do that, neither should you. Remember that maintaining healthy boundaries and avoiding danger is a whole nother thing than willingly inflicting hurt and harm and use self-defense as an excuse. Look, you cannot fool God, and you know very well what you're doing. You can't fool others, but you can't fool God and you can't fool yourself. No human being is entitled to hurt nor harm anyone else. Period. And I'm going to close with this. If you have people in your life now who are willingly hurting you, then don't hurt them back. Even if they deserve it, because in this case they deserve the evil because they're doing evil to you, don't do it. Don't feed their resentment. That's what they're doing. They want you to get upset so that they can feel like a god. They can feel like, okay, I'm having impact. They want to feel as if they're a god, and that's why they need someone to resent, and that's why they hurt you purposely. So they are evil, period. Don't excuse them. Even if you have a foul mouth, even if you are uncomfortable, that doesn't give them the right to inflict hurt nor harm onto you. They are fully responsible for their evil, because they are evil. Period. Don't excuse them. Okay? Look, once you've repented, you're given life over to Christ, you're saved once and for all. So when people try to point things of your past, it's all done. It's under the blood of Christ. You just move on. Condemnation is abuse. Look, there's a difference between someone pointing out reality to you and someone willingly inflicting hurt onto you. Some people can use true facts, but they use them to hurt you. You need to understand the difference. There are people that tell you the truth for your benefit, and there are people who just want to hurt you, just want to show their resentment. Look, listen, if someone's resentful, they choose to be resentful. It's nobody else's fault, and nobody else is responsible for that. You don't repay evil for evil. You're far better than that. You deserve peace and rest. Okay, so move on. May the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you.